morning and welcome to this new video. In this vlog I'm going to take you along a little bit and show you how a day looks like in off-season at the moment, with a 20-hour training week as well as family life, and also managing a 1000 calorie deficit as a type 1 diabetic. Going to show you a little bit how I do it and some tips and tricks. And yeah, as you can see, it's after 8 and it's still completely dark, more or less, outside. We're full winter swing, even though it's pretty warm still at the moment, over 10 degrees, but super wet. So yeah, going to make breakfast first now and then bring my son to preschool. So let's head to the stove for some protein pancakes. So we make the batter. I have it pre-prepared here. It just looks like an old packaging, so I mix it myself. The dry ingredients, it's mostly oat flour. I make protein powder and some cornstarch as well as some baking powder. Pretty simple. And then I have it pre-made and I mix it with egg white as well as some Greek yogurt and then water to make it thinner. We get about, I'm not sure, 10 pancakes or so. Sometimes I have sugar-free maple syrup. You're using some cocoa powder. We'll mix it up with milk and a bit of sweetener. But this one is just artificial sugar, but has no calories, which is great. Hellish brownie, I mix it in there as well. And yeah, tastes almost like Nutella, but has way less calories. So as you might have seen, big weight loss phase for me at the moment until, I don't know, mid-January or something like this. And it's going pretty well. So I'm going to show you also in this video a little bit of how I do it. Blood sugar wise, it's quite low now, so it's dropping. But as you can see, I woke up almost a little bit too high. One of the reasons is that I have lowered my Basal insulin by quite a bit. It's a hormone in the end that binds fat, or tells your body to bind fat. So it's something that I lower quite a bit now. I will make a separate video going into a bit more detail there. Riding back home now without the stroller. I left that at preschool. A bit nicer to ride without it. And yeah, that's my first ride of today. I actually didn't inject anything at all. The blood sugar was going low, as you have seen, but yeah, I'm not sure it was that low. So it'll be interesting to see now when we get home. I can feel it dropping again, even though I had a massive plate of pancakes. But yeah, let's see. Home very soon, but going to pick up a package first on the way here at the package station. Something exciting. We are currently exploring with the team new collaborations and partnerships, and yeah, it's a product I've been already using all of last season. I've been really happy about, so I was really excited when they reached out to us to collaborate with us. But the rest of the team needs to test the product first as well, just to see that we feel comfortable with it. Otherwise it doesn't make any sense to collaborate with a brand that offers a product that I don't really believe in. Got the package. It's heavier than expected. Let's see if I can get boom in one piece. I'm working on a big project at the moment with a team from Los Angeles. So I'm mostly working on that time zone right now, which is pretty nice because it means that the days overall are pretty chill and I can put in a lot of my other work or workouts during the day, which I will also do today. So before lunch, I will probably do like 2 hours of zone 2. The weather looks not too bad right now. I was actually quite sweaty now from riding outside. It's really warm for November. But it's also very wet and it's supposed to start raining soon. So I'll probably just do it on the indoor trainer. It's also, in terms of weight loss, a lot more effective for me. Because when I ride on the indoor trainer, I keep on pedaling all the time in pretty high wattage, which especially now that I like to ride gravel in fall, that's not as effective. I can also go on the road, but the road at the moment is not so fun anymore with all the leaves and wetness on the ground. So I try to stick to gravel if I ride outside. But then if I ride 2 hours indoors, I need to ride like 2.5, 2 hour 40 outside to burn the same amount of calories. And while I, of course, focus a bit on training at the moment in November and December, it's all about cutting as much weight as possible. As sustainable as possible, of course. So yeah, first ride is done now. I always use my Garmin to track, so I'm going to actually save that right now. And I use MyFitnessPal to track all my calories, but also carbs, which is really nice to know how many carbs each meal has. That helps a bit with injecting, even though most days and most meals, I already know now what I'm eating, how many carbs it has and how much I have to inject. I can quickly check the blood sugar, so it's actually normal. And I didn't inject anything, like I said, for the breakfast at all. So if we go into MyFitnessPal app, you can see I can copy over pretty quickly my meal from yesterday, which are often quite similar, so that's a really nice feature. And you can already see that it's synced my rides to and from preschool now, so I already burned 315 calories. And my goal weight, or my goal calories for today are 1,500, which means that I would be in a 1,000 calorie deficit roughly. But yeah, now if we start adding, so I have the pancakes, and then I also add 80 or almost 40 grams of Nutella here, because even though I don't eat the Nutella, I make my own. It has about 80 calories, but then my son today didn't, but often leaves some stuff left over, so I just have a bit of wiggle room there where you can see 70 grams of carbs and 70 grams of protein already in the morning, which is really good also for recovery and building muscles and repairing muscles. So that's my go-to breakfast for any normal days. And then let's see what we have for lunch. So I like to add everything at the same time. Either have this meal with some kind of like zucchini pesto, noodles, and salmon, either for lunch or dinner today. Doesn't really matter yet. We'll decide what I feel like, and then I have a fried rice also today. So those are like my three main meals. Now you can see that in mine is 660 calories. So I will have another ride to and from preschool, which will be another 300 calories, which in the end means I only have to burn 300 more to be in a calorie deficit today. So that's actually very easy and wouldn't be hard to do. So yeah, it's really nice to keep track. But then I also already tried to add some of the snacks, so to say. So I already know that when I will train now, I will at least need 500 milliliters of Coke or 50 grams of carbs in the bottle or something like this, which will be 220 calories roughly. So I already add that. Also my favorite snack throughout the day, in case I get hungry or want something sweet, is like just quark Greek yogurt with some kind of flavor drops. And then usually in the evenings when my girlfriend is here, we usually share a bag of popcorn. It's like our favorite snack, which then half of it is like 200 calories. I already add that as well. My girlfriend is not here at the moment, which means if I would have to eat or want to eat it, I would have to do it myself. But yeah, I just like to add that everything in the beginning of the day, because now I see exactly, okay, I will probably, if I eat everything that's on here, I will eat 3,400 calories worth of food. And yeah, now currently at this point in the morning, I'm at minus 1,500. So that's already pretty easy. I will burn at 2 hours zone 2 riding, which I usually do at like average 280 watts. That's close to 2,000 calories in 2 hours if I keep on pedaling the whole time, which means that will be very easy, and I will already have 500 calories left over plus the 300 from picking up my son. So in the end, it will be close to 1,000 calories that I kind of need to consume extra. You don't want to cut too much to hinder recovery and so on, but we'll see. I think there will be still a bit left over by the end of the day. But then also you never 100% know how the body reacts to the workout. So the 500 milliliters of Coke, the 50 grams of carbs there might be not enough. I might eat a sandwich right before as well, just to have energy for the whole 2 hours of working out. But yeah, that's the plan for now. I will do a little bit of work and then jump on the trainer until lunch. Have some lunch, and then we'll see what we do then. If Los Angeles already woke up, which I don't think so. But I have another exciting project outside. I'm currently trying to build a bike washing station there now that the weather is really bad and wet and muddy. So we'll head to the local department store maybe and pick up some stuff there and finish that, depending if it rains or not. Otherwise, at least pick up the stuff, because I have a few packages arriving today as well with some lights and stuff. So yeah, I'm only missing a few screws and some wood to finish that. On the indoor trainer now, even though it's still not raining outside, but it's so much more comfortable to just get on the trainer within like 3-4 minutes and not have to worry about washing the bike after or anything like that, putting a lot of clothes on. It's just way more effective. So going to enjoy some YouTube or TV shows, I haven't decided yet, and spend some time on the trainer. As you can see, the blood sugar actually has been rising now. It's a bit high, but that's perfect. It's pretty normal because even though it wasn't a long workout in the morning, the riding still suppressed my blood sugar, maybe even lowered it a bit. But now that I have been sitting down at the computer for a bit, the insulin sensitivity in your body changes, and the blood sugar rose now because of that. But that's perfect, because that means I'm in a good range now to start my workout. And I had one little sandwich right before now, for some slower carbs and to fill the stomach a little bit because I was still feeling a bit hungry. And then I have 2 bottles on the bike. If you can see it, big one with water and then the small one with 50 grams of carbs. I will probably need that small one, all of it, during the 2 hours, I would assume, at least after the first hour. Going with that for now, see how it goes. And yeah, we'll check in a little bit, show you a little bit on how the blood sugar develops now. Currently only at 150 watts, but going to warm up the legs a bit and shift up now every minute until in my comfortable zone 2 range, probably around 270, 280 watts. And then I will ride there the next 1 hour, 50 minutes in that zone. Probably have to go to the toilet once, but otherwise just pedaling all the time. I also have this aero bars now on my indoor trainer, which is rather new. I'm trying to spend as much time as possible in the aero bars as well, just to get more comfortable to the position. I don't have a TV bike or anything, but I think it will also translate nice to just the normal road bike or the gravel bike, and get more used to those really aggressive positions. And my dream is so to maybe start a TT in the future, try that out, but I need the bike first, which is not in the budget at the moment. But at least I can already train a bit for it and get used to that. So I'll do that on my easy Zone 2 rides as well. But yeah, let's check in a bit. One hour, 10 minutes done so far. Pretty easy, more like 260 watts average. But yeah, feels pretty comfortable, so I don't want to push it too much, as I already have a lot of hours this week. Blood sugar is actually spiking quite a lot after the sandwich. I drank like half the bottle so far, so I'm not going to take more now. It will definitely get me until the end of the ride. I assume like 45 minutes in, it will start to drop. But yeah, I definitely don't want it to rise more. So that's good in terms of calories, that I don't have to consume more now. Over 2 hours done now, which means I'm basically done. Going to ride a tiny bit more because I've been hopping on and off a bit to get some B-roll shots. But yeah, basically like expected. Perfect at the end of the workout. Blood sugar is dropping. We're almost back in the normal. We're going to ride for another 10 minutes, I think. So we'll properly drop down, which means I don't have to inject so much for lunch, which I will be eating right after. And yeah, that's the plan for now. Overall, pretty chill ride today. The volume is quite high, so taking it easy, listening to the body, see how it feels. I might do a Swift race tomorrow, so I want to keep the legs somewhat fresh. And yeah, then we're having lunch, like I said, and I think we'll head to the department store and some groceries. before it already gets dark. And then the real work starts before I have to pick up my son. We're going for that now. See you in a bit. Something that I also always do right before even jumping into the shower, going to inject for my lunch, which I'm going to eat now. 6 units of Fias, which is like a fast-acting insulin, just because now that I stopped working again, same as happened this morning, my blood sugar will start to spike again because of the insulin sensitivity is changing. So something to be aware of, because otherwise the blood sugar will go high, and then you will eat carb heavy lunch like I will have now, and then you run into the same issues, that the blood sugar will be high for quite a while, which doesn't feel so nice, especially if you're not working out. So for lunch I have this fried rice. My girlfriend left a huge container of rice before she left. I usually don't like to eat rice so much, especially when you're on a diet, because it's rather low in volume. I definitely prefer potatoes, but I also hate throwing food away. So I made this fried rice with broccoli, peas, carrots, and chicken. And I'm just going to throw that in the pan to heat it up, and then also add some eggs because I forgot them while cooking. So that will be my lunch. So it's pretty good. Will replenish my glycogen storages again, helps with recovery, but it's also not too crazy high in calories that it's any problem. And I actually don't know where I put my phone, but I will check in a second on how many calories I burnt now from. So this one has 70 grams of carbs and also 60 grams of protein, which is pretty nice because I'm already very close to my protein goal for today, just with the breakfast and now with the lunch. And as you can see, I'm also already at 500 remaining calories, and I didn't even drink the full bottle of carb mix, but I had a sandwich, which I'm going to quickly add now, just to keep track of it, which is only 125 calories though, so yeah, not much. Which means with picking up from preschool later, I will have a surplus of like almost 700 calories, so which I can consume, or also sometimes drag out if I know, for example, tomorrow I have a big dinner. We're going to meet with the club and go out, so having some extra calories open for that is pretty nice, because then I don't have to be so cautious about that. Also, now that I will maybe head out with the car, I might just go a bit later and pick up my son from preschool on the way home. So I don't have to worry about that either. Will I be in the deficit for sure today again, and then rinse and repeat. I think the progress so far is really good. Really happy with it, even though I haven't stepped on the scale. I purely go by looking in the mirror at the moment, see if that's psychologically maybe easier for me to do. The last 2 winters I've done it always by stepping on the scale every single day, which can be sometimes motivating. It's of a good value, a good trend, but can also be demotivating if you had hard sessions, if you had a lot of carbs, if you ate a lot, especially after big rides. You would maybe expect to be lower in weight, but actually I'm usually higher than, because the carb also binds water. You're usually a bit heavier actually the more carbs you eat. actually ran out of time and won't make it home anymore to go by bike to preschool, so I have to take the car and pick up my son like that. But no problem, as I've shown before, I'm well in my calorie deficit for today, so no worries about that. And the stroller I can just put into the car, so no problem. Actually noticed though that I don't have the ingredients, or I have no more dinner left, so I had to buy new ingredients to make a different dinner today, but no problem. Going to be salmon soup, which is one of my favorite meals, especially now in winter when it's cold. It's a wrap, and that's pretty much on how a typical off-season day at the moment looks for me in November. I'm doing a little bit of work now, enjoying some Greek yogurt with sweetener, and then also afterwards sitting down on the couch and enjoying a movie or TV show with some popcorn. So my calories, which I'm going to put up here now, are overall pretty accurate in how I tracked. So it's a good way for me to stay in the calorie deficit. And yeah, let's see, the next check-in for me will be probably somewhere in December, mid-December, hopefully with a lot of progress there. Yeah, also I have a bit longer video coming up, which I'm currently producing, where I would go a bit more in depth on the different factors and the different learnings I had on my weight loss journey so far, going from almost 120 kilos to now almost 80, and hopefully by beginning of next season a bit below that. So there's a lot of learnings and a lot of mistakes I made, especially in terms of type 1, which also doctors and so on never told me about to take care of. So yeah, I hope that will be also a really valuable video, which I will definitely aim to put out within the next few weeks. And then there has been no announcement so far, but I hope there will be a Sway Cup on Swift again. And on top of that, we'll do some little bit of Swift racing anyway. So I will try to cover that a little bit too, to keep me busy for the next 2 weeks before the Christmas vacation, where we'll head to South Sweden and Germany. So definitely do some training videos and vlogs around that as well, similar to this one. Let's see, let me know if there's anything special you want to see. And yeah, otherwise leave a comment, like, subscribe, and see you in the next one.